We were taught beautiful things by this man, Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him. He taught us to love and to care for.
Doctor, and actually there's another issue which has come up in my own research, and it relates to the fact that many people consider it a bid'ah to go into congregation and pray the Qiyam al-Layl. And this started in the Khalifate of Umar radiallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him. Could you comment on this?
People have a misconception that Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he was the one who started this congregation Salah, Qiyamul Layl during Ramadan. It's a misconception. But in fact, it is he who revived the Sunnah of the Prophet. As I mentioned earlier, in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3, in the book of Tarawih, hadith number 2012, that the Prophet was the person who offered Qiyamul Layl. People joined him in congregation and he allowed it. Then later on, next night, the whole mosque was filled. And third night, it was overflowing. And fourth night, didn't come out purposely. From this hadith, we come to know that it was the Prophet who started this. And Sunnah of the Prophet. But at the time of Hazrat Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, there were hardly any people who prayed that. Even in the starting of the Caliphate of Hazrat Umar, it was the same thing, may Allah be pleased with him. It's further mentioned in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3, in the book of Tarawih, hadith number 2010. The Sahaba says that he was walking along with Hazrat Umar, one of the mosque, may Allah be pleased with him, and he finds that people were praying individually. And some people were praying in a small group. So Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he gathered all the people and he said, let's make one Jama'ah. And he appointed Ubay bin Ka'b, may Allah be pleased with him, to lead the Salah. And everyone prayed behind him. And later on, when he comes back after a few nights, he finds that people are praying in one congregation. And then he comments, it is preferable to pray when the people are sleeping than what they are praying now. Because, they prayed immediately after Isha Salah, as I mentioned earlier. So praying the Qiyamul Layl in Ramadan, what people call as Tarawih, it's preferable to pray the last 1/3 of night. But if you pray early also, it's no problem. Now, coming back to the question, when he said that it's an excellent bid'ah, people misunderstand the statement. And they say, oh, that means the bid'ah can be good. Bid'ah is normally, in the Sharia, means an innovation in the religion. But here, Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he never used it as a bid'ah in the religion. There's nothing like bid'ah which is good. Because it's mentioned in the hadith of Sahih Muslim, volume number 1, hadith number 1885, that all innovations in the religion are wrong and they lead to error. And other hadith says that all innovations lead to hellfire. So all innovations are wrong. Now, based on this hadith, when Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, said that it's an excellent bid'ah, so people normally say that bid'ah can be good and can be bad, good bid'ah is allowed. So what he really meant here was bid'ah in the linguistic term, not bid'ah in the religion. Because in linguistic term, bid'ah means something which is new. So at that time, people did not pray in one congregation. So he reminded them of the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So it was going back to the Sunnah of the Prophet, but for that time it was bid'ah linguistically, it was something new. So it doesn't mean that Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he innovated something in the religion. He took the people back to the Sunnah of the Prophet. For example, if I go to a city where people are wearing the trousers below the ankle, and if I say that, wearing above the ankle is the Sunnah of the Prophet. But it's a bid'ah for that time, because people, it's new for them. They don't know about it. So it's bid'ah for that time, but it's going back to the Sunnah of the Prophet, wearing the trousers above the ankle. So people misunderstand the statement of Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, talking about new for that time and for that place and for the people. But actually, it is going back to the Prophet. So it is not what Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he innovated it. He told the people that this is what the Prophet did. And there are several such examples. Many Muslims, temporary marriage done by some groups of Muslims. The Prophet prohibited that. Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he knew about it. So during the 7th Hijri of Tabuk, he said it is wrong. So people think he imposed it. But he knew the Prophet said it was haram, the temporary marriage. It's called as muta. So just because he implemented the Sunnah, which very few people knew at that time, And he was there when the Prophet said that muta, temporary marriage, is haram. People think that he brought it into the deen. It's going back the sunnah of the Prophet. Hope that clarifies.
Well, Jazakallah khair, Dr. Zakir.
Because I'm happy, I'm a Muslim, that's what makes me happy, and